Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down. Down. You ready? Oh, you got deep? Express. Easy. Kill.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Brissett to throw on first. Complete. It's Henry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Get him on. Hey, I'm going back to you.
First down, Brissett finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
I got you, punk. I got double time. Double time. 4 down. 93. Check 31. Check 31. Express.
On second down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
What down? Raider 1. 180. Don't get nervous. 734.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He finds Hopkins complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Allen's got it complete. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tackle made by Whitney Mercilus.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. He'll get this to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
70, 80. 59. It's our time. It's our time. 5.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hodges. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch QB drop. Come. Ready.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming. Shoot.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. 53. Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.